Hey, what's going on, everybody? Justin here from 8 to 10. I just wanted to do a kind of a review and kind of give my impressions about the Genesis Off-Road dual battery setup for my TRD Pro Tundra. This is my Tundra here, just so you guys kind of get a feel for what my vehicle is. So this is the dual battery setup. I did get it with the G screen option, and so I wanted to talk real briefly about it for those of you who are thinking about purchasing the Genesis Off-Road dual battery setup. First of all, let me just quickly talk about the packaging that it came in. It was very well packaged. Everything was bubble wrapped, double wrapped, everything. Instructions were very clearly labeled to, actually their instructions are online, but there were some pamphlets that came with it to kind of point you to that direction. So very well thought out. Everything was very, just all the details were thought of. So my hats go off to you guys at Genesis. You guys are doing a great job. Now, so I do have a 2015 TRD Pro. So this is what I have. Now, couple things about the vehicle. When you buy the kit, it does come with the relocation of the fuse box. I didn't have to do that on this one, but since I have aftermarket headlights and I plan on putting in LED headlights in the future, I went ahead and moved the battery, the fuse box back with the kit that comes with the battery kit. Sorry, there's a relocation tabs, I guess, that come with the kit. So I went ahead and did that. Now I want to caution you guys this, because that is a very, very difficult process. I know some of you may say, oh, that was real easy for me, but I'm gonna tell you, there's one screw that's extremely hard to get to, and we dropped the screw multiple times. I would recommend having a magnet with a telescoping handle, so you can reach down there and grab it, because there is no way. It's extremely hard and awkward. This shock here thing is in the way, so you're kind of in a really tight situation, awkward, I guess, and so it's really hard to kind of see where those relocation. It's those tabs down there, you can see them, or those bolts right down there. Then the one that's really hard you can't see, but it's underneath this clip here, down in there, right there. So really hard to get to, and it is a really pain in the butt to do those three screws back there. So, but it all worked out just like the instructions. One thing I want to talk about, and just so you guys don't make the mistake that I did, and that's one of the reasons why I'm making the video, because one, I think the product is superior. I mean, it's just awesome. Can't say enough good stuff about it, but there are some things that I wish there was a little bit of improvement on, and I'm gonna talk about that. Everything bolted in just fine, everything like that. This right here, the factory cable that I guess it goes to the alternator, or I'm not sure which one it is. It's the one underneath here, the one with the metal, this piece right here. There is no way that thing will reach up to this post like this without removing. There's a bracket down below. You have to remove that bracket. I spent probably a good solid hour and a half trying to figure that out. I ended up having to go to bed because I lost daylight. Well, so I was laying in bed, and this is going to speak to their customer service. It was 11 o'clock at night. So I said, hey, I'm going to go ahead and email Genesis Off-Road and ask them, what's the deal with this? Have you ever encountered that this cable is about 2 inches short? And believe it or not, I got an email back, or a reply back, by 11:30 that evening. 11:30 at night. So I was just expecting to get in the queue for the tomorrow morning, so if I call them, they'll know, kind of have a little bit of a background on why I'm calling them no, they replied back, and he kind of told me about the that bracket down below. And so what I ended up having to do is take it all back out, take the plate back out, the tray, and remove that bracket. And I ended up cutting some of the wire loom and pulling it out of the wire loom just a little bit, and it was still extremely tight. It's extremely tight. I kind of don't like that. So one of my recommendations, and I don't know if Genesis Off-Road is, I totally understand the research, the R&D into all this, but one thing that I could probably say that there might be a little bit of room for improvement is, instead of raising the battery tray up that much or so, because it has like a I guess a S bend, I guess, or whatever, where the tray kind of comes up about this high off of the metal. Instead of making it this high, maybe only make it like this high, just a little bit, and still bring it up. That way it'll maybe give you a little bit more slack for that wire there. That's really the only thing I would improve on the product wise for right now. Everything seems to work great. Solenoid works great. The boost button works. I checked it. All my my accessories are all wired up right here, running to my S-Pod. So everything is working really good. One thing also, when I first fired it up, I don't know if it was because the batteries were brand new. They came directly from Odyssey themselves. I don't know if it was maybe because they were maybe a little bit right at the 12 volt mark or whatever, but it did start up. The truck did start, then it just kind of died. I mean, I don't know if that was something with the batteries, I don't know, but it hasn't happened again. So I just kind of chalked that up as a one-time deal. So let me take you inside the truck and I'll show you the G-screen. The G-screen here is just, I have it wired in right here and zip tied to this negative here, just so I can have some slack here and some slack here, and then zip tied and running kind of along the back. I will tell you another thing. That is a very hard connection to go through that firewall. I about lost a finger doing that, because literally I stuck my finger as a dummy into that boot, and between the boot and the metal, and man, the pressure was so extremely, I was in a bind and I couldn't get my finger out. Oh, it was very painful. I almost lost the skin off my finger. So don't stick your fingers in. I mean, don't make a rookie mistake like I did. I mean, that was kind of dumb on my part. I was just trying to see if I can feel anything obstructing, and yeah, that was not a good call on my part. So other than that, I think everything is like I said, it went together really smoothly. The only real problem was, like I said, the relocation tabs for those three back there in the back. They were just extremely hard. I mean, we spent probably a good solid hour messing with that, but everything else, I mean, it's a tight fit. It's all there. It's definitely all there. So you'll see that. One of the other concerns why I wanted to do the battery the fuse box, moving it back, was in the video it was kind of hard to tell how close this post was to this, because I was real nervous about having this post or this screw touching or right underneath this. And so there's definitely a good fingers width between this, and this is solid. I mean, it's not going to move at all. So everything is very solid. So I just wanted you guys to see this from this angle here, because the video was kind of hard to see that. All right, so let me take you inside the truck. So I did the boost, the screen right there. This was kind of a hard cut. I mean, my wheels, you can see I just went a little bit further by accident there, but for the most part, it serves its purpose. The main thing why I got the dual battery is because I run an ARB fridge in the bed of the truck. So when we go camping, and having a dual battery system will definitely help out with that. So, and all the accessories, of course. So, all right, well, hey, that's my review of the Genesis Off-Road. I think it's a great kit if you're running accessories like the ARB fridge or something. It's definitely, you know, it's you're gonna pay for what you get. It's definitely something that's worthwhile. If you're looking at a dual battery setup, I mean, it's out of the box. It's plug and play for the most part. I mean, there's no, I didn't have to do any wiring. You didn't have to do any splicing. It's just bolted in pretty much, and spend a little bit of time. So I think, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, it does kind of help to have two hands with this. One, to help when you're moving, when you're doing the relocation tabs. It's nice to have someone kind of holding pressure against certain things or keeping things out of the way while you're trying to get threads started. That does come in handy. So I would recommend having a second set of hands. They don't have to be doing any heavy lifting, but just an extra set of hands definitely did help. So with that, I think we're going to wrap the video up. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me a message, or you can send me an email at justin@8to10.com. All right. Hey, take care, everybody.